All right, let me hit the
Okay.
marker.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
on.
We
All
already
right.
started.
Yeah, it's that time already, man. We gotta get the show going. We have to entertain people.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I should.
Are we having fun yet?
No, not having fun yet. Here we go. We're running a little bit late, so we'll do the fast one here. Here we go.
60, 59.
See, he's already
This
done.
is a countdown to the
57,
Slade and Mayson
56,
Show. 55. This
53,
continues to be a countdown to the Slade and Mayson
51.
Show.
See?
38.
Almost
right
done.
now. 37. You're listening to
38.
the countdown.
35,
12, and
34.
Mayson Show. 11. Yes. 10. This is our countdown to the Slade and Mayson
I
Show.
love this
Hey,
countdown.
Are we in a second war
2,
now? For the
1.
president who wants to go to war?
Sure. Why not?
Shut up.
Now broadcasting from the Dan Mason Studios
Get him a piece
On
per
his third count.
in the heart of Virginia. It's the Slade and Mason Show.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mason Show.
Well, good morning, 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 good morning.
We were running late, so now it's over. The show is over. Bye, bye, y'all.
Bye. See you all next week. Slade Mason Show. No, we wouldn't do that to you. Good morning, everybody, and welcome.
When is April 1st?
It's coming, baby. It's coming. Hey,
Yes.
you know what this is?
This is a wonderful podcast that is nothing like any radio show that you would ever think about getting, but you will be entertained, I assure you.
That's right. This is a podcast where you'll be entertained, we're sure you. What else should we say? Oh, yes. It's like a radio program.
Keep telling you 2026, you're
All
not going to
right,
get away
all
with that. But again, this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
That's right.
For 15 years, we have been so proud to just come and annoy you for at least an hour every week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And basically, it's we're seeing things in the news, and we just need to make sure you are aware of that. So maybe you've heard about it, maybe you haven't, but in any event, we're going to regurgitate this, just like a vulture will regurgitate a meal for its child. Okay. So that's what we're
getting these bitches, these videos on my phone, man, of animal cruelty. It's like animals killing animals, and
we'll give it a thumbs down.
killing-
Thumbs down. It'll go away. All right. Now, if please enjoy what you're listening to, because we come here every Sunday and we present you with an hour of us just kind of having a good time, and you're along for the ride. And all the music you're listening to is brought to you by Dano Music because, well, we got grandfathered in 15 years ago. We do have pictures of us. There's a picture.
God, I was actually in my 30s or my 50s. Jeez.
I was 15 years old. Holy crap. There's a picture of us in 2016 from Instagram.
When he was 16 years old. 16 was 17.
2022 from Twitter, 2 from 2024, and a 1 from 2025. You can go check those out. If you're trying to get a grasp of what's going on here, just sit back and enjoy. It'll all make sense by the time it's done. So,
It
don't.
is fast and it comes very quickly.
We're just trying to have fun here. Hey, as always, we're brought to you by I See Something, I See Treats. We'll talk about that at the break. Hey, before we started, we did talk. Unfortunately, we did lose another one this week.
You know, and this one hits me personally because, number one, I was not supposed to know anything about this band because of cultural differences, but I did. My brother introduced me to them back in the I guess it was the 80s, and of course I had been to a show, but I can't remember much of it because, well, don't eat the yellow acid.
There was a lot of imbibing. Why don't you tell everybody what you're talking about?
Well, of course, the Grateful Dead has been around now over 50 years.
Yeah.
And of course, we lost Jerry a few years ago.
Mhm.
And yesterday we lost Bob Weir.
Yep.
Ace guitarist, songwriter, excellente. And I mean, he was the driving spirit of the Dead after Jerry left.
Mm-hmm.
And with the loss of Bob Weir, that is going to pretty much do it for the Dead.
Yeah.
It is a sad day, but again, we have got some wonderful musical memories that we can always rely on. But there's never going to be another Grateful Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And just like there's never going to be another Beatles
Mm-hmm.
or Rolling Stones.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we start losing these guys, and I mentioned last year, as we were doing the last show of the year, this year I think we're going to see a lot of great losses, and it's already started with, like I say, Bob Weir of the Grateful Dead.
Yeah. Yep. It's a little bit of a hot mess, but don't want to bring you guys on a downer, but just wanted to bring that all to your attention if you didn't hear that.
Because again, I mean, my life has been so intertwined with dead related activities. Again, I got my first high, with acid, thanks to the Grateful Dead.
Mhm.
And again, and I learned how to handle it.
Mhm.
I also learned what it's like to have a 17-minute jam session in between songs.
Oh my gosh.
But he was a great guitarist and a wonderful songwriter. So
Yep.
I just bring that to your attention.
Yep.
And
yep.
that's the first big one we've lost here in 2026.
Yeah. Agreed. Hey, JD,
Now let's make that funny.
I will. Well, JD also does. He imbibes in other music as well. I know you can't tell by the shading, but JD's a big country star. Happy man.
Man, listen, slap my grits and let me eat some bacon.
Yeah.
So listen, Dan Mason, God love him. It's like, again, we've been partners for so long, but when I have problems with technicalities, I don't know anything. I really am dumb as Balaam's butt.
Yes,
But
he is.
when
I will.
something happens, I know the number to call. So this week,
Oh my God, this was so funny. It's Friday afternoon. I get this text message. I don't know what I did. I pressed the button. And next thing I got a virus and some people hacking into my system. I finally got back. Long story short, he's got about 2/3 of the show done, and Willie Nelson is cut off short. Not that he's a tall man anyway, but he got cut off short, and then he, like 3 hours later, he comes up with another show, and it's like, well, that was, and then of course we'll go the end of the show.
well, now hold on a second, Dano. Now hold on, because here's what happened.
Okay.
I was recording the show, and like with 40 minutes left in the show, a hacker hit me. And of course, then I got all this, you've been detected, blah, 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 blah. And then you have to call Microsoft security, da.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they finally got my computer right. And then I realized that, oh, wow, I got to figure out how much time I got left in that show and how am I going to be able to put it together. So I went back in and I recorded the rest of the show, but I didn't know how to put them together. Thus, my call to my partner.
Yeah, that was me. So I go in and we use Audacity because it's just, first off, it's free.
See, and the price is right.
That's right, and it's easy to use. I mean, I've been using it for about 25 years, so or longer actually. Let me think about that. 96. Yeah, a good long time, about 30 years. Okay, I didn't know it was around that long, but anyway, been using Audacity since Start With
As
Rock.
you get older, you kind of forget those things. They
do.
They
They just kind of like those decades just keep on rolling on. They keep rolling on, boys and girls. Now, so now I'm doing this all remote, but I'm still working. So
we have now. This is the interesting thing, because Dan is at his job,
right, and I'm between phone calls. So I'm
and
like,
he's in between phone calls. So he's sending me messages, and I'm sending him messages, and it's like, and he's actually attempting to fix this while he is on his job.
Now,
and he gets in there and he starts digging.
Now, at work, I will use voice to text because it's just faster. It types faster than me. It's typically better than me, except for 2 and 2. So I have taught my partner how to do the same.
I watch a lot of television.
Yes, and he doesn't listen to it like this. He listens to it like he's a 70-year-old man. It's on this. Okay, so it's blasting in his home
because I'm also using voice to text.
Right. So here's how the exchange went. I opened up a notepad. So first of all, I did a remote access to his computer. I have access to his mouse, and he goes off and does something, and I'm busy. I'm taking phone calls, and I come back over to the notepad, and then I take another phone call, and I come back to the notepad, and then
now my mic is still open, ladies.
Yeah, it's always open. It's always which is fine. But here's the problem. He did the little Windows button in the H, and now he's talking, and he says, "Hey, I need for you to take first end of Friday and take the second end of Friday. You bitch, why are you beating on my girl? I can't stand you all the time." And I'm like, what the hell? The hell? You on TikTok too much. I can't take this anymore. Why do you do this? You say you love me, but you don't love me. I'm like, JD, I don't know what's going on here.
And I look at my screen
and it's just filled with like paragraph after paragraph. So
I say, man, Dan, stop. You got to stop. It's like, I can't read all this. It isn't Dan doing anything. My television is actually feeding into the microphone. And so whatever the garbage was I was watching on television has now been translated.
Which he's listening to at level 11 because he can't hear anything anymore.
Dan says, "Man, Jesus Christ, you must have your television up to 11.
So I'm trying to read between the lines here, like, da 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 da. You bitch, you stole my boyfriend. Nope, that's not it. The next line.
You have to move this way, Dan. It's like, and then it's like.
So
and so he tells me about this, and then I look at it, and it's like I lose it because
it's all there. It's a full transcript of the TV program. It's about how this girl she got TikTok videos, and she was supposed to remove them, and she didn't want a better boyfriend to hear her about it. And I'm like, wow, lots of drama. JD, you gotta stop listening to that drama crap. But anyway,
here's the thing I want to tell you about this. Again, listen, this is the reason that again, that I am so off kilter, because this is the stuff that I watch.
Meanwhile, I'm listening to programs about, yeah, we're in the woods here, and we've got a 1967 DeSoto. We're going to see if we can get this sucker going. I brought some better tools with me. I got the crowbar piece back there. And I'm watching the video. Yeah, this is cool. He's going to bring an old car back to life. Oh, man, look, he's got all those pistons are all rusted over. How's he going to get that sucker going? Oh, he's got a hammer. And JD's go, I can slice you up, bitch. That's all I hear on his side.
It is to laugh, because I forget these things, and again, you see, and this is my absolute trust in Dan, because if he tried to do half the stuff that he'd seen on that screen, we really would never have worked again ever.
And then I get these messages back from JD. It's like, yeah, man, yeah, I appreciate this. Listen, we got to talk about what's going on with you. Something's going on with you, man. Yeah.
Because I read in the text, and in the text, it looks to me like Dan is having a very serious crisis with his children.
Somebody's having a crisis.
So I get concerned, and I say, "Hey, listen, we need to talk. I need to make sure that you're okay."
And I'm sitting there going, "What the hell is he talking about?" Oh yeah, I would too if I read this transcript.
then as he reveals it, I mean, it is. I lose it. I am no more good, because I now understand and put all this together, and it is so damn funny. And here I am. I got this poor man. He's on his job, doing his job, and trying to do this job, but he got me fixed. So again, I'm extremely grateful.
Not a problem. That's what I'm here for, apparently.
Hey, buddy, listen.
What?
The new year came in, and how'd it go?
Well, 2025 became 2026.
Yeah, we're still writing the wrong year on checks.
Checks. What's a check?
Yeah, exactly. I saw that.
You just pull out your phone and tap, baby. That's it.
Well, half America's eating leftover dip, and somehow we've already gone completely off the rails.
Hey, did you know your phone is a metal detector? According to Brady,
a whole lot of stuff, because it is the reason that hackers have gotten into my system.
Well, that's a you thing, not a me thing. Now,
a thing.
So I love these articles
Something
where
you think.
do you remember being a kid and you wanted a metal detector? Do you remember that at all? Were you ever a kid and wanted a metal detector? Did you ever see? Is this a cultural thing again?
Cultural differences,
Okay.
but the reason I know about them is because for a point I worked for Radio Shack, and
Oh, yeah.
they used to sell those damn things left and right.
Oh, my
Everybody could
gosh,
find
yeah.
their fortune with a metal detector.
Yeah, I remember that. But they were so stupid expensive. I mean, by today's numbers, you're talking like $1,200-$1,500 for a metal detector. I'm
Or a
thinking,
decent metal detector.
I'm
yes.
like, oh my God. So of course, when I see this this article by Brady Snyder, yeah, I'm calling you out, dude. A metal detector. Your cell phone is a metal detector. I jumped
Explain,
on it. Baby, I'm getting like a bracket assembly. I'm gonna put the headphones in. No, I'll use the Bluetooth. That's it. I'm gonna put the phone nice and low to the ground. No. I'll make a little carriage for it, little wheels on it so it doesn't get dirty. I'm gonna be swiping across the ground. I know there's gotta be some Civil War bullets out here somewhere, man. I'm reading through the article, and then all of a sudden he says, well, it's not really a metal detector. I'm like, well, but that's the title of your, the whole thing is, well, it's more like a magnet detector, and you got to get like really close. How close? How close? He shows a picture. He's holding his phone up against a magnetic coil in a speaker where he pulled off the grill so he can gain access to the magnet. Oh, look. I'm a dude. So inferring the exact same thing. I mean, yeah, the Earth has different magnetic fields. How do I know the different magnetic field is a 1875 quarter versus is just a big lumpy rock a mile down?
Well, according to a great orange man,
Oh dear,
the water kills magnets.
the what? Oh, we are not going there. All right. Anyway, so Brady Snyder, I am calling you out on a BS article. You just decided you wanted to show people that you knew a thing or two about your smartphone, which, by the way, yes, the smartphone has a lot of weird instruments in it.
Yeah. I never even understand, so I don't even bother to look at it.
It's got a barometer built into it. It's got an accelerator built into it, obviously. You know, if your phone drops I think Apple, like if it goes past like 6 point something G's, like it'll immediately disconnect certain things so it doesn't destroy the phone internally. I don't know if you know that. Anyway, weird thing. Phones are weird things. So yeah, I'm saying BS. I'm pulling BS on this one. This is useless. Useless article.
Yeah,
Clickbait.
go ahead.
Clickbait.
Yeah, it's like, and there is a lot of that online because it's like I'm in Facebook a lot.
Oh
and
my God!
You'll see, oh, tragic news, blah blah blah, and they'll have a picture of Dolly Parton, and it's like, family releases that, and then you go and you click the story, and it takes you to, of course, first another site. Redirection is a bad move on my part.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I think, why do I want to do this? So then I'll go in and then I'll find out, well, Dolly's dog, again, that she's had for 15 years, threw up on the rug last week, and they were worried about. I mean, it's
now they got to throw the rug away.
Clickbait. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Clickbait.
Here's the other thing I've noticed, and this has happened in the past month and a half, is 90% of the trending videos are all AI. And I mean all AI. I'm talking they don't even hide it. Like a dog goes into a pool, there's no splash. Okay? So they forgot that part. Oh, and then he's helped by dolphins. What are dolphins doing in your pool?
What are dolphins doing in their pool?
Yeah, what are the dolphins doing in your pool in Stafford, Virginia? Okay, so I mean, it is the level of slop that is showing up is unsurmountable.
This is what's going to destroy the internet.
Yes.
I mean, again, it's like, because you can't, at one time you could halfway believe a lot of the stuff that you saw. And
No.
now you can't believe anything you see because
Nope.
it's a lie. It's clickbait. It's something to get you to go ahead and turn it on. It's
Yep.
like,
Did you know
and
that's Merriam-Webster's word of the year, by the way, for 2025?
what? Clickbait?
Slop.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Run out of words every once in a while.
Slop. AI slop, baby. Yeah, it's just getting to the
Again, so I stay so far away from that. It's like I only use the technology as it appeals to me and as it occurs to me, because, like I say, when I go out and venturing and trying to go distance, it's like then I got to call Dan. Dan, I don't know what I did. I hit something.
All right, let's hit the little connector button. Jesus, Marion.
It's gotten to the point now where, like I say, I don't call him because I know he's working his job. I will send him text messages and again, and he will insult me and say,
P as in Paul, J as in jackass, 1 as in the loneliest number.
Because we have this app that we can connect to each other, so that makes it a lot easier, because otherwise Dan would have to be driving over here every week.
Oh my God, that ain't happening. Yeah, I got quick assist. He's got quick assist. It's all set up. Life is good. The problem is Microsoft, dudes, people, look, you give me a user ID, you give me a password to use. When I go in and put my user ID and password, why are you asking for a PIN every single time? I didn't ask for it. And then when I put the PIN in, it says, I'm sorry, we can't access your account right now. Please try back a little bit later. So how long do I wait? 2 seconds. Then magically it works. Never mind. Don't get me going. You and I are going to work on.
It'll cure you or kill you. I told you, man.
There's a Chrome version we're going to get installed. I got to figure it out first. All right.
The weather in Virginia has been really squirrely here. We're in the 50s and 60s here in the middle of January. But there are places who are getting real weather, like Michigan.
Oh yeah.
God bless them. Snowplows went viral because, well, they're named things like Control Salt Delete and Pliosaurus Rex. Think about that.
Yes.
But eventually, I think this week we're about to do a change. We're going to be like in the 50s early part of the week. By the end of the week, our high is going to be in the 30s. So
I can't wait.
Winter is coming.
I can't wait. I am so sick of the darkness and the cold, and I think that's another thing that started dragging me down. Is
you have to learn to be a caveman like me.
No,
I mean, it's like I'm very, very comfortable in my little hovel. Again, I don't even open the blinds because I don't want to see what's out there.
Speaking of caves, you know what's inside caves typically?
Bats,
big and furry
bears.
That's right. Now, unfortunately, apparently this bear decided that a family's home in California, the crawl space looked absolutely divine, and set up 550-pound bear set up shop in a brand new home, and it took them like 6 months to get the bear out, and then they had to seal that sucker up. But this thing was huge, and
It is interesting that you should mention that, because while I was out yesterday, I went over to a friend's house and I saw the dumbest movie I think ever made.
Oh.
It was called Cocaine Bear.
But it's based upon a true story.
So I'm told, but the thing of it is that they
none of the scenes in there.
But I mean, here's the honest truth for anybody who does not know. If a bear or a man inhaled or absorbed that much cocaine, we would not have to worry about it being, a cocaine bear. It would be a dead bear, because it would already bust its heartstrings, and especially if it goes to take off running while it's got that much cocaine in them.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I watched this and I was like, oh man, geez. And so you're watching this bear do all this tragic stuff to people. I mean, it's like ripping bodies in half and such. And so I said to the host of the house, I said, now let's see how they tie this up into a nice little bow and everything goes, everybody lives happily ever after. And damn if they didn't do it. I mean, it's like, yeah, okay.
There is no
So
happily ever after.
I
I'm
gotta
just saying.
stop watching movies, man.
You-
I stopped watching them years ago because I don't have the attention span for
Mhm.
them. My attention span is 22 minutes.
Well-
What's 22 minutes? The standard sitcom.
Da, 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 da. Yeah. Hey, we always share like 15 minutes ago some AI news. So let's share some AI news. Ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, yes,
we
I'm
go.
telling you, I've got
Do
my
you-
big boys announcer voice on, so it's like, ladies and gentlemen, artificial intelligence, the bane or the boon to man's existence. Whether we will make it will absolutely depend on artificial intelligence. And with his finger on the pulse of AI, our special artificial intelligence reporter, Mr. Dan Mason.
Wow. All right. I was going to just go weave some stories in. But anyway.
Well, I just
Wow.
want you to make you feel good, you see.
All right. So who's the richest man in the world?
Leon Putz. I mean,
Yeah.
Elon
That's
Musk.
right. That's right. So the man has something like $700 billion or something. He's almost
$100 billion,
a
I think, is
trillionaire.
last. But he also lost like $14 billion.
Oh, the poor thing.
Yeah,
In his couch cushion. All right. But listen. You forgot that part. What did I do with my 5 American Express black cards, man? All right, now, poor baby.
American Express black card. Yeah, that's a dream.
Now, so apparently, he
It has like $100,000 credit limit, doesn't it?
it has no credit limit.
Oh,
Yeah, if you get the black card, first off, you're paying about 10 grand a year to have it. So yeah, it's.
and I know I can see making that $29.95 payment every month.
Just pick up this Lamborghini in only 3 easy payments. Shut up! I gotta tell a story. Jerk. All right. Well, apparently, his Lord and guiding light, Elon Musk, has decided that, hey, don't worry about saving money anyway, because
Get rid of it all.
in 10 to 20 years, it won't matter. Yeah, because money will be worth nothing. Life will be worth nothing. We'll get the robots to make us food. Do what the hell you want. As a matter of fact, he says, look, money has become so useless. If you want to send him all the money, he would appreciate that. P.O. Box 725. Oh, maybe I shouldn't post that. But anyway, so that's his approach.
Put your old money to good use.
Yeah. So he says, we're about to hit the singularity. We're at the top of the roller coaster, and it's about to go down really fast. That's a bad analogy, Elon.
You're just such a bright, shining star.
What a ding dong.
Yeah,
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, listen, here's a guy who was not qualified to have any government position.
Nope.
Was put in a government position to which then he ended up costing people hundreds of thousands of people jobs.
I just want to ask one question. Is he Beavis or Butthead? I can't. There we go. Beavis. Okay.
Cornholio.
So the other thing is,
That's the only voice I do, man.
all right. So we got here now. I think we kind of touched on this a little bit. It is becoming more and more of a practice where, when you go to see a primary care physician, it's going to be something like ChatGPT. And it's going to ask you questions. And after it's done asking you questions, then and only then it will let you talk to an actual physical doctor, if it feels that you warrant having a doctor. So, on the flip side, on a completely different story, ChatGPT, your friend and mine, has decided to start adding a new tab called medical, or health. They're not quite sure what they're going to call it yet. But basically, you can just upload all your medical records into the portal and have ChatGPT give you an analysis. What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know. I got to tell you, though, again, I was scheduled to have a surgery last week.
Yeah.
And because of a miscommunication, it didn't happen.
Uh-huh.
So I decided, again, my doctor decided, no, actually the hospital decided that they would not take me in as a patient. So because I already canceled 3 times. So my doctor said, well, we're going to do this in clinic.
Okay.
So I decided to go to ChatGPT and ask a couple of questions like, is it possible to do what needs to be done without having to have to go under the knife?
Yes.
I explained the situation, and it came out with, yes, there are things that can be done. And it's like, and I have a feeling that's what my eye doctor is going to end up doing, because there are ways to do it without having to have to cut your eyes open.
And this goes back to the story we had from last week, where just that, you are now coming, you're loaded for bear. You have information finally that you can say, hey, not to question you, but wouldn't it make more sense if we did X, Y, and Z?
Yep, exactly. Yep. So, see, again, and now that I know this, it's like a little knowledge can be a dangerous thing, but a little knowledge is all that you need, because when they start talking, you at least understand what they're talking about, because they got that doctor-y stuff.
Yeah, they keep throwing all that Latin crap out there, and you're like,
yeah, exactly.
It's a boil. Can we just call it a boil?
Oh, the Dominus Vobiscum.
To the Slade and Mayson Show after this.
Hey, Macarena. You got the money. I got time.
Today in history, January 11th, 1569, England celebrates its first recorded lottery. It was a kind of a scratch-off game. Reveal 3 beheaded monarchs and get a free crown. 1908, the Grand Canyon National Monument is created. Boy, was that a lot of digging. 1919, Romania reincorporates Transylvania. I have no idea what that means, but it just sounded like a whole lot of fun to mention. 1935, Amelia Earhart becomes the first person to fly solo from Hawaii to California. Wonder if she carried any pineapples. 1949, the first recorded case of snowfall in Los Angeles, California, whereupon the snow was immediately arrested for illegal entry. And finally, 1964, the Surgeon General of the United States decided that smoking was bad for you, which of course sparked nationwide debate. Get it? Sparked, smoking, cigarettes, sparks, get it, whatever. I'm Dan Mason, and that's January 11th.
Hey there, I'm Carmine DeGuzio. Hey, are those kids of yours driving you crazy? You got a job too? No problem. Bring those little snot monkeys on down to Carmine DeGuzio's Happy Smiley Face Daycare. Your little ankle biters will enjoy a long 10-hour day in our history room learning all about the past firsthand. In our back room, we have over 200 high-speed sewing machines just like they did at the turn of the century. Your little ones will learn what it was like to actually work in a sweatshop right here in the garment district. We'll teach them how to speed stitch through leather, cotton, nylon, and naugahyde. By the end of the day, your little ones will be all tuckered out. My pockets will be bulging. You'll actually see the finished products in stores throughout the United States. Wouldn't it be great to see your little darlings having helped bring back a long-forgotten service to the United States? Also, if you have older children, over 4 years old, we can start them off on the high-speed loom. It crosses at 1,500 lines per second. They'll learn about manual dexterity and agility. And if they don't want to lose a finger, eye-hand coordination. It'll be fun. So bring your kids on down to Carmine DeGuzio's Happy Smiley Face Daycare and drop them off for the experience of a lifetime. History coming alive.
All children must have current shots. Insurance cards must be present at all times. Current accidental death and dismemberment rider must be documented. Next of kin, daytime, telephone number must be on file. The Carmine DeGuzio Happy Smiley Face Daycare exemption contract must be signed by both guardians prior to entry. No long hair, jewelry, or loose clothing permitted in the historical area.
Hey, I'm Carmine DeGuzio, who will leave the loom on for you.
Oh yeah. Now this is my kind of music.
Well, I woke up this morning, looked outdoors. I can tell my milk cow, I can tell by the way she lows. If you see my milk cow, please drive her on home. Oh, I'll drive the old heifer in. 'Cause I ain't had no milk and butter, ooh, since my cow's been gone. Well, you got to treat me right, day by day. Get out your little prayer book, get out on your knees and pray, 'cause you gon' need my help someday. Yeah, you're going to be sorry, ooh, you treat me this way. Well, good evening.
Howdy, gal.
Don't that sun look good going down? Well, good evening. Don't that sun look good going down? Now don't your baby look lonesome when her lover ain't around? I've tried everything, baby, to get along with you, and now I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to stop crying and leave you alone. If you don't think I'm leaving, you can count the days I'm gone, 'cause you won't see my sweet face no more. Yeah, you're going to be wondering, baby, where in this world I'm gone. Milk cow blue.
And now, for reasons I can't even explain, we return you now to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All righty, well, welcome back, boys and girls. And
Milk
that was
Cow Blues,
the
man.
Milk Cow
I'll tell you
Blues.
what, that just brings me back home.
Do you know that song?
Yes, yes, sir. Come on, man. Everyone. Oh, I'm sorry. Cultural differences. Yeah, we know about that song.
Okay. It's a we thing again. That was Milk Cow Blues by the Maddox Brothers and Rosie. Rosie is the sweetheart of the country swing music there at the Milk House Blues. And Milk Cow Blues is because we played it was selected because today
is Milk Cow Blue Day.
So sing your Milk Cow Blue. No, it's National Milk Day. So go drink some milk.
No.
This portion
No,
of Slade
I used
Mayson
to I used to drink milk. It's like, again, my mom she was a Dan Mason though, and she would get like kind of cheap. And again, we keep the milk
Oh.
like 1 or 2 days a little longer. And
It's tasting a little sourish. I'm getting kind of a lemony flavor going on.
my mom was one of those, just shake it up. It'll be all right.
Okay. Yeah. This portion of the Slade and Mayson Show is brought to you by Icy Something Icy Treats. And
Well,
it's
they
my
don't take
buddy
shortcuts
Sheila
and making sure that
and
you're
Al.
enjoying their
And
product.
what they do is they have a big red truck, and they've acquired 2 big Italian ice shredding machines. And they got them in the back there, and they shred big blocks of ice. And why do they do that? Because it goes into a waiting goblet, and then they put these delicious flavorings on top, and then they hand it to you, and then you take a bite, and you're like, oh, I've died and went to heaven. No, you didn't die and went to heaven. You went to Icy Something Icy Treats. That's the deal. Now, it's primarily something you'd only get in the islands, where just that, you'd have like these corner vendors, they have blocks of ice, and they shred the ice right there. They put like 5 or 7 different flavors on top, but they have about 40 or so different flavors at Icy Something Icy Treats. So if you have a birthday party coming up, there's a fundraiser, I don't know, maybe as a corporate event where you're giving away T-shirts. I don't know. Give them a call at 804-617-8827. Again, 804-617-8827. They have a website. It's located at www. Does anybody do www anymore? Well, I'm going to do it. www. That's how you know it's a website, because it could be like, I could be telling you like their Instagram handle, but I'm not. It's going to be www.iceysommethin.
Leave off that G for goodness sake.
ICEY.com. They are available on Instagram and Facebook and everywhere else you'd find pictures. Give them a call.
And what is that lovely Sheila's phone number?
Once again, it's 804-617-8827. Again,
no, not the business.
Her personal, 804-617-8827. Again, 804-617-8827. That number once again, 804-617-8827.
You'll be glad you did.
There you
and
go.
So will Al.
And so will Al, yes. So,
okay, so again, I've been looking at things that have been happening since the start of the year. Babies,
babies have been
born
happening
that weigh more than a carry-on suitcase.
No, what?
Yeah, one newborn was clocked in at over 10 pounds,
Ooh.
And that means that kid entered the world already paying rent and asking for black coffee.
Wow.
I mean, their babies are being born bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that leave? What does that give us an opportunity? Are we going to get slimmer? No, we're going to get big.
Yeah. Oh, forgot to mention, we talked about Bob Weir. We lost the very last actor from the Our Gang team. Sidney Kibrick was.
For those of you who don't know about the R Gang, this is before Little Rascals. The R Gang comedies, of course, had Alfalfa and they had Spanky, but they also had Butch as the bully.
That's right.
And Butch's best friend,
Woim,
who just lost.
Hey, Woim, come here.
Yeah. And I had to ask because it's like I thought, but he was the absolutely last one of these Our Gang comedy and the Little Rascals. They're all done.
Yep, that's it. Buried, done. I hate to be sad and stuff, but that's how that goes.
No, you know what that is, buddy?
But
because you're now starting to feel your age. You're starting to see your own mortality. Yeah. This is something that happened to me like 10 years ago, and I thought, wow.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, you know what happened back in that time as well? People used to come up with really weird things to eat. So in 1909, they came up with a sandwich called a popcorn sandwich.
What?
So you take a nice big piece of bread, and then you get some popcorn, and then you roughly chop up the popcorn. And then afterwards, you're going to toss it in with the sardines. And then you put it in a bowl with a little bit of salt, some cayenne, Worcestershire sauce, and a nice amount of ketchup to lightly bind everything together. Then you mix the ingredients until combined, and then you spread the mixture on a piece of bread. Then you put some freshly grated Parmesan cheese on top, and you put it under the toaster until it's nice and bubbly. And then when it comes out, you throw it in the trash. Because hell no, I am not putting that in my mouth. What the hell? There is something, people are just, there's something wrong. 1909 was a bad year, evidently.
Yeah, pleurisy and everything else was be real strong there. Dan, it's like
God,
I
that's
was
disgusting.
gonna contribute to your AI report because
what do you got?
AI is supposed to make life easier, right?
Yeah.
Smarter, more efficient, right?
No, sure. We'll go with that.
Now, instead, AI in week 1 said,
Uh-huh.
"Here's a robot that folds laundry badly and costs as much as a used Honda."
I started to see that one. Yeah, I was going to, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We got AI toothbrushes that can tell if you have diabetes.
Great.
Listen, I don't need my toothbrush judging me at 6:30 in the morning. I'm already standing there half awake
That's
and
right.
questioning my life choices. I don't need my toothbrush going, "Hey, buddy, we need to talk."
No. Put the tooth in. Why does a toothbrush need Wi-Fi? That's what I want to know. This has been available for about 10 years now. Wi-Fi.
Again, and why does my toothbrush need Wi-Fi? Because I just got to be in contact with everybody.
Why do I need a subscription to turn my TV on? I don't know if you know this. I got a television set. It was the rock bottom. I didn't tell you the story. It was the rock bottomest, cheapest pile of POS television set I can get my grubby hands on. And it was by Roku. Now everybody's rolling their eyes, listening, go, oh yeah, Roku.
Yeah, boy, Roku. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. There's a gimmick that again.
So there were 67 pages of legalese at the bottom, and it was like it's one of those double negatives. Like, do you not want to participate, or do you want to not participate, or did you want to not participate? And I was like, wow. So I had to like carefully read and go, and then you got to find the boxes in the lower right hand corner. It's on black, and you got to like click on there it is, click a fucking button, and then it was like,
I have a Roku that I bought that I've never used.
yeah, and then the other thing is like, okay, can we watch what you're watching? No, you have to check that box off. Okay, is it okay if we auto subscribe you to? No, you got to check that box off. Would it be okay if we sold your information? No, you have to check that box off. There were like 25 different no's that you had to get through. And then every once in a while you're watching it and it's like, would you like to subscribe to? No. So television sets now come with a subscription that you, and I had to give it an email address. So I gave it my junk email address. So it can just send me junk email, and I unsubscribe to that. That televisions are, it's like having a subscription to a radio. It's like having a subscription to a glass of milk. Anytime they can put a subscription on something, they are going to put a subscription on it. Period.
Whatever happened to the good old days where you had your 3 channels and you had your TV antenna hooked to your television
Well,
set?
we want to make sure that your television set has got those proper blues and greens and reds exactly where they need to be. If they're not where they're exactly supposed to be on a Thursday, we're going to make sure they're there on Friday for you.
I have figured out your game, your people's game.
That's what that
Like,
subscription's
the only
all
way you
about.
got to do is just call it smart something.
Yeah. Smartphone.
Smart TV, smart cars,
Smart
it's
records.
like, I have one of those smart TVs. It's like, again, it's amazing because it's like I've got like 500 channels to watch, and it's
And there's
like,
nothing to watch.
And all I do is I watch Perry Mason and I watch the garbage that you get fed through my microphone.
And then, come and knock on our door.
Nope, I don't do none of that. Nope. I watch Perry Mason and I watch garbage on YouTube.
Yeah. So I'm going to create the next smart 8-track player. And it's going to be a subscription. And if you want it to go, tick, you're going to have to pay an extra $15 a month. Otherwise, you're going to hear the same damn tracks from the Rolling Stones, all 2 songs over and over again. You'll never get off track 1.
Eight tracks, boy. You talk about something. I look back at that and I think, wow, were we in the Stone Ages?
Well, we were, but it's interesting because I found, again, I'm heading towards retirement, so I'm looking at all these little weird projects that are sitting down in the basement that I've been hiding for the past 40 years. And I found an old 8-track player. It's a mono 8-track player, and it was a Sears 8-track player, and it had a dial, and you had to dial which track you wanted.
One.
Yeah, oh God! But the funny thing is it works like it's day one. The Sears sticker came off because
Well,
it was
see, but
just
then no,
generic.
there's a difference because see, when you get stuff, you put it up and it's put up to be. So if I come back 15 years from now, it's going to be in the same position, the same shape, and not even dust on it,
Yeah.
But everybody doesn't do that.
Okay.
You probably got a fortune and junk there.
Well, it's funny you mention that because there was a song from the 70s. It was was it this plane's for me? I guess it is. It was a Plastic Bertrand. I'm going to get it right. Anyway, so the cassette version goes for about $150.
Wow.
Right. So I have a unicorn. I have the 8-track version. So I could probably get a good $200-$300 for the stupid thing.
I'm telling you, Dan, when you finally decide, that you've had enough of clocking in and doing that, boy, you are going to go through your house and you're going to find a small fortune.
Probably.
I guarantee you're going to find a small fortune and just all the stuff that you've collected over the years. Yeah.
But I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't want to leave it for my kids because
they don't want
it. Yeah. 8-track.
Well, here's the thing, Dan.
Yes.
We had this conversation about a month ago, and we were talking because when people think about retiring, they start counting their pennies, and it's like, okay, I got to make sure I have this, and I need this and that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I said to my partner,
I know it. Wait, let me just say, it looks good on paper.
I don't care.
And then you hit the button.
Here's the thing. I said, well, hey, buddy, what?
You're definitely in a different situation than I'm in.
Do you have a little nest egg?
Yes.
And he said, yeah. And I said,
X
again,
number of
you have
dollars.
to call it up right now. What do you think it's worth? Do you know what this?
Easy, easy, buddy.
He said to me
Calm
with
down.
a straight face,
It's X number of dollars. Because now
you know that I wanted to jump through the phone and just jap slap this guy.
Well, again,
now
I
there
also have
he does. There is
more.
another thing. There's the other side of the coin because that's what your assets are. But what are your debts? You see, and then you have to offset it.
Yes.
So when you figure out the difference, now you have $29.25.
Yes, that's the problem. So, and then I still have 2 left at the house. I'm responsible
They got to
for.
get a job.
Yes, working on that. But that's the other problem. We talked about this. Jobs are a joke right now.
Oh my God!
It is.
I would not
awful.
want to be trying to enter the job market as a young person today.
I was
really
watching, and it just rolled out about 5 months ago. It was it Rallies and what's the other one? Anyway, it's the drive-through joints that you
I like
get the
I
burgers.
like the one that sells nothing but chicken wings. I mean, not chicken wings. Chicken strips. Chicken strips and fries.
I don't know. Anyway, but my point is this: the guy it was Undercover Boss. I don't know if you ever seen this before.
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay. So he's getting all like, oh wow, I can't blah 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 blah. And this young lady's down in Louisiana. She's making $8 an hour. What is minimum wage? $7.25?
Something like that.
Yeah. $8 an hour. And then he's like, I'm gonna bump you up to 12. And she's crying. Oh my gosh, this is gonna. I'm like, wow. Okay. You can't get housing on that. That's like, hey, we're gonna take you from like low poverty, to just above low poverty.
Mid-range poverty.
No, no, not that high, not that high, just above low grade poverty. And
I mean,
I'm like,
again,
and with
you
a
figure
straight
that
face, and I'm like,
that woman's gonna make about $35,000.
yeah,
Her housing is gonna cost her $70,000.
yes, because
Groceries are gonna cost another $20,000.
yeah, and you hear these stories of where everybody's still living at home with their parents. I remember that coming in the 90s and going, that sounds really weird. Why is everybody saying
Hey, I remember saying to myself, it's like, boy, you guys are wussies. Get out of your parents' house. It's like, but then I realized, but here's the other thing. All these kids, they decided they were going to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got these degrees in dead languages and
oh my gosh,
they're liberal arts majors.
I was reading an article. I was going to include it. I go, maybe not. It was talking about people like purchasing things in the past that don't mean anything anymore, like just that, like a 8-track collection or the big huge cathode ray TVs, the big huge honking lead filled ones, and old controllers for things. And then the very last comment by the person was my degree. I'm like, oh my god, a little snarky, are we a little bit?
$1,000 getting that thing, and it's like it isn't worth anything.
I am so glad my daughter did not go that route. Others were talking her into it to go that route. Spend $300,000. You're going to make $700 million a year, and the reality is
graduate, and guess what? There's not going to be one job open.
Nope, because everybody's getting for that position. Everybody wants that position. Now, we don't need that position anymore. We just need someone to feed that information into AI, and AI will kick back the answer, and then they'll know what the answer is.
Over our life, Dan, listen, at one time, again, you had to become a teacher because that is the way of the world of the future, blah, blah, blah. Teachers control, blah, blah, blah. Become a teacher. So you had all these kids going to school, getting their liberal arts degrees so they could become teachers.
Yep. And now
guess what? They don't need teachers anymore.
Yeah.
And years later, it's like, get into the medical profession, become a nurse or a doctor. It's like blah,
things
blah,
that involve touching humans. Yeah, that's
you're going to spend $500,000 getting that degree, and then you're going to take another 20 years to pay off your student loans, and then you might be able to get your own private practice.
So, speaking of things from the past, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. With the silver hair.
There you go. This is a list of things that apparently people used to eat in the past. I actually still eat one of them, but let's go over the list here.
Be careful here, man. Be careful, because you're going to get me in trouble.
All right. First on the list is fried cornmeal mush. You take cornmeal, mix it with water or milk, and then you fry it until it's crisp, and then you serve it with syrup or leftovers. Okay. Next item, fried porcupine. Yep. Fried porcupine, you'd actually catch it, skin it, peel it, fry it, eat it, especially the liver. This one,
yes, you probably live next to some people who are probably gator hunters, aren't you?
We's going on a midnight hunt. Come with us. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. All right. Next one is people have actually in Hawaii. I know this is a big thing. Fried spam. Just can't get past it. It's too salty, gross.
Oh,
chewy.
no, I've done spam. Yeah,
I can't.
Because
it's too salty.
You make yourself a nice scrambled egg, and then you fry you some spam. Place that stuff on there, man. You got steak and eggs.
It's salty though. Anyway, all right. This one I don't understand. Fried quince. Yeah, I know.
What
quince. I don't know. It's like a dry, nasty, bitter fruit that the Brits like to eat. Anyway, next one up, and this was apparently quite common, especially in this neck of the woods. Fried squirrel.
Oh yeah. I but here's the thing.
Have you ever?
Yes, I've had fried squirrel.
Tastes like chicken?
Squirrel eggs do taste like chicken legs.
Yes.
But the thing of it is that you have to know how to cook squirrel, just like you got to know how
With
to
frog
cook
legs.
raccoon.
And
You
frog
know,
leg.
it takes a great skill, and I don't believe that today's cooks have that skill.
Well, it's in the old Joy of Cooking publication, not the new Joy of Cooking publication. They actually show you how to, after you've killed the squirrel with your 22, they show you how to skin it and gut it and get it ready.
And make sure you don't get any of the bullet fragments in your
In your teeth. Whoosh. Green corn fritters. Apparently, you get underripe corn, scrape it, make cakes out of it, unsweetened, and then you fry it. Okay. Almost threw
Boy,
up my
you
mouth.
people eat some real
Stop
garbage.
All right, this one I lived in fear of. Pan-fried liver. Oh, man. Liver and onions. I remember the worst was the liver and onions with lima beans night. That was it, baby. It's
My
over.
mom
Just
used
send
to
me to
make
bed.
liver, and I could never get past the texture of it. You know, in
forget
the
the
mouth,
texture.
and
It's bitter.
gross tasting.
gross.
It's like it smells awful. But
Never
let
enough
me just
bacon in the
explain
world.
to you.
Mm.
I have a friend. He's gone now, but it's like I have a friend. He could cook. I mean, this guy was a whiz in the kitchen. He could cook Southern dishes and such just amazingly.
Mhm.
He is the only guy who ever put liver and onion in front of me that I ate, because it's like it was so sauteed and it was just so, I mean, it was basically covered up. So you couldn't really
It was
taste
covered
the
up.
puffy liver taste. You know, again, boy, he had onions on it and it was gravy. And oh, man.
Nope.
mm.
Nope. Never
And
gonna
I've
happen.
never had it since, and I probably will never have it again.
Good move. Last one on the list. Armour's corned beef hash fried. Look.
I don't like corned beef hash, first off.
Oh man, I love corned beef hash. Oh,
No, it looks like somebody took and
it's dog
gathered a
food.
bowl
Looks like
and
dog
said,
food.
okay, let's put a little bit of meat in here and let's put these chunks of things that look like potatoes, but they're
Yeah.
not. It's kind of like gristle. It's like, let's throw that in there. No.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
it's but no, because Armour does it right. They actually do use corned beef. It's not grizzly stuff, and they have the diced up potatoes, and they got the garlic and onion in there, and it's actually pretty good. I actually had some last week, believe it or not, because I enjoy
And
it.
you're
It's
still
good
here.
eggs. Yeah, and I'm still here. All right, well, that's going to do it for us little boys and girls. We'll see you all next week.
Now that we've given you some really gross things to think about eating, I'm ready to give it up.
All right, well, say goodbye, Mr. Slade.
I don't want to yet.
I said say goodbye, Mr. Slade. Don't.
Goodbye, Mr. Slade.
I don't want to have to turn this website around. Okay.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All right. We'll
Hey,
be.
Dan,
Yeah. What?
we do have AI now that lets you call your dog.
What's it
Now,
going to tell
who's
my
this
dog?
for? Your dog does not want to talk to you. Your dog wants to know why you're late and where his snacks are.
Uh huh.
And you call your dog, and the dog is like, oh, great, he's checking in again.
You're talking like true AIs calling the dog.
Yeah, calling the dog. If you've ever done that, if you're in a remote location, you've got a speaker in the room where a dog is, and you call it.
Oh yeah.
Go
Yeah.
crazy.
We've had this conversation before. We get stupid things like,
As a verb, B, C, daring is usually defined as the act of not knowing if it's Dick Sargent or Dick York playing Darren in Bewitched.
uh huh. Thanks, Alexa. Useless.
Yeah, thank you, Alexa.
Useless.
All right, listen, we're going to come back next week, and we're going to do this all again.
Yeah, whether you like it or not. Yeah.
That's exactly right. We don't care whether you like it or not. We're going to be here, so you make sure that you're here.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Trails to you.
Did you want Milk Cow Blues?
I can't believe you don't know about milk cow blues. Cultural differences, boy. That's what makes us work so well together, because of our cultural differences.
Fluffy, can you get my tennis racket? I'd like to go down to the Gap.
Get out of here.
I told him if they go one more time on TikTok, I'm gonna beat the living crap out of him. I'm gonna sick and tired of his shit.